Today, our champion, Mike Morgan of Lynn, Massachusetts, faces the challenge of John Czernicki of Webster, Massachusetts, on Candlepin Bowling. Hi, everybody. Welcome once again to Candlepin Bowling. I'm Don Gillis, and speaking on behalf of the whole crew, we are glad that you could join us here at the Fairway in Natick, Massachusetts, for 3 strings of Candlepin Bowling, with total pinfall determining our winner. Each of our bowlers takes home a permanent souvenir. These are provided by the Weeks Trophy Company of Lynn. Each will take home some prize money. Guaranteed is $1,200, $700 to the winner, $350 to the runner-up, $50 available to the winner of each string, and if they tie a string, obviously we split that at $25 apiece. Many other opportunities for our bowlers to pick up some bonus money, and you are familiar with them, I'm sure, at least most of you are, but I'll remind you as the program goes along. Now let's not waste any more time. Let's meet today's bowlers. John Czernicki, I cannot believe, I looked at the card, and it is over 2 years since you were here.
Tough to get on today's show.
Well, I guess so, yeah. Well, yeah, where's your big brother, the record holder, huh?
Well, he should be around. He's bowling good, too.
Okay, and you had a nice, easy win in your roll-off, did you?
Yeah, 1 pin, 685, 684 against Tommy Olson.
Well, I guess if you could beat Tommy Olson any time, 1 pin or 50 pins, huh?
Tough, man.
All right. And your high single, I noticed, is bigger than the championship highest total that we have here that your brother holds. So you got a 211, huh?
211. I did that in a 20-string tournament on New Hampshire.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you know, he's going to be easy now. You know, he just barely squeaked by last week.
Yeah, but that's past me now. We'll see what happens this week.
I know. Well, listen, you have already had the pleasure of being on our championship show, although it was a long time ago.
Yeah, we still remember.
I think you remember little things like that, don't you, huh? Sure. And those were the days when there were just 2 guys, and of course now there are 5, which opens the door a little bit more. So if you throw one of those 400s, why, maybe we'll see you the last Saturday, or you, huh?
Yes.
You wouldn't mind that, would you?
No,
You'd make the way for it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Good luck to both of you. We'll get underway right after this. Czernicki of Webster. .122. That is the league average for John right now. I already mentioned his high single 211 and a high triple of 454. In winning that roll-off by 1 pin over Tommy Olson, he rolled a 685. It's a 10. Half Worcester right side. 3 and 9 punched out. Five, 6, and 10. It's an 8. Mike Morgan, our defending champion, defeated Jack Quinn last week. No wood to help, but he's looking at 1, 2, and 4. Yes, he has begun with a spare.
Come on. There you go, Mike. Nice and easy on that small one. Come on.
5 is the fill. He leaves 4 horsemen right side and the 8th pin. Missed the head pin and leaves it along with the 10. It's an 8 as he missed again.
Okay, John, put the big ones up there.
He's left head pin 1, 2, 5, 8, and 9. There are still 3 standing. It's an 8. Our high-low jackpot today will be worth $1,350, and our home viewer jackpot, $700. That time he got the head pin, but left the 7 and 8. There are 2 pieces of wood over to the right. Made it as he used the 2 pieces of wood. Now our defending champion, Mike Morgan of Lynn. One, 2, 7, and on the right the 6 and 10. Two full on the head pin. Mike's current league average is 127. It's a 7-box. His high single is 188. His high triple 474. He had a 644 in winning his roll-off. He represents the post office lanes in Lynn. Won his roll-off at the Westgate lanes in Brockton. 7-pin, but he has a piece of wood that may be a roadblock. Rolling back and forth. It's going to be tough. If he can kick it out of the way and, well, I'm not going to say a word. Got the piece of wood out of the way, and the ball rolled back and landed right beside the 7-pin, then, of course, rolled away. Now it's rolling over toward it, and it's stopping and then coming back again. So Ralph Stewart, our lob line judge and referee, goes down, and he will have to put that ball into the pit. Tonight. So after 4 boxes of the first string with a bonus ball still to be rolled by our challenger, John Czernicki, it is Morgan 39 and Czernicki 36. 4. 7 is alone over in the left-hand corner, and on the right he's got the 1 and 3, 6, 9, and 10. 5 is still there. Ten. Five pins standing on the right. Ralph Stewart got up as though he were going to check on a piece of wood, but now it's rolling back and out of play over on the left. Diamond right plus the 10 is what he's looking at. And the 6 and 10 still standing. It's an 8.
Oh, Michael, pump it up a little
pretty spare. 2, 4, 7, 6, and 10. Just 4, and now he still has 3 pins standing. The number 1 plus the 6 and 10. Our challenger, John Czernicki, still having trouble finding the head pin. 1, 3, 5, 9, and 8 and 9. Three and 9 still there. A 10, he's at 68 through 7. Looking at 2 pins to pick up, the 1 and 3 for a spare. And he missed them to the right, both of them. He made a 10.
You're going to want this thing, Michael. Come on. Come on, Mikey. Take charge right here.
Mike Morgan, our defending champion.
Come on, keep working, Mike. Keep working.
2, 4, 8 on the left, 3, 6, 10 on the right.
Come on, Mike. Come on, 10 now.
Mike got them all except the 2. The 10. That gives him the lead by 4. Two full on the head pin. 2, 4, 7 on the left, and the triangle made up of the 3, 6, and 9 on the right. Punches out the 4. Final 2 boxes now, and 1 pin separating them. Final 2 boxes of the first string. All right. John has the same spare leave, except this time, looking at the 1 and 3, he has a piece of wood across there. And he made it. He did not waste that great opportunity. Six is the fill, and he's looking at a diamond on the right. 3, 5, 6, and 9. No, did not get it. It's a 10. 104. Now let's see what Mike Morgan can do. 4 horsemen left side, and behind the 1, 2, 4, and 7, he has the 5 and 8. One, 2, and 4 still standing. It's a 9. He'll need a mark, obviously, to win the string. He has a shot at it. He's got the 7-pin over on the left with 2 pieces of wood in between it and the 3-pin. The 3-pin has a piece of wood to the right of it. So he's looked it over, and he'll try to move that 3 to get the 7. He made it. He made the spare in the 10th. 98. So 7 pins wins him $50. 6 wins him $25. Less than that, and it goes to John Czernicki. He got 8, so $50 in bonus money will go to Mike Morgan, our defending champion, as he wins the first string by a score of 106 to 104. Defending champion leads off in the middle string. He's on lane 2 here at the fairway and fires. 3, 5, 6, and 10 on the right. 7 alone over on the left, no wood. Everything went except the 10. It's a 9 box. That's 2 full on the head pin. He leaves 4 pins on the left and 2 on the right. It's the 2, 4, 5, and 7, the 6 and 10 with wood in front of the 6 and 10. There are still 4 pins standing, and the 5 and 6 are nearest to him, 7 in the other corner, and the 10. So it's an 8.
Okay, John, come on now.
Now John Czernicki, today's challenger from Webster, Massachusetts. 1, 2, and a nice piece of wood that, oh, it just moved. It was right in front of the 10. Now it comes up in back of the 1 and 2, now moving about halfway. That's the picture, 1, 2. And he missed everything. It's a 9.
Light it up now, John.
He missed to the right the last time, and it seemed as if he tried to overcorrect that time, and he went too far to the left. 1, 3, 5, 8, and 10. And again, he has missed everything. 1, 3, 5, 8, 9, and 10. Still there. And he leaves 8, 9, and 10 across the back. As usual, Al Giglio is keeping score on the electronic scoreboard. Keith Williams keeping score for the crowd that's here. Today our crew is Bob Armitage, Jeff McKeon, Kenny Sullivan, and Skip Peabody. With George Ellard in post-production videotape. 1, 3, 7, and 8, no wood for Mike Morgan. Got the 1-3. Nothing happened to the 7 and 8. They're still there. Phil Rubin is our producer and director. Don Riley, our statistician and coordinator. And Ralph Stewart is our lob line judge and referee, and there he sits in his accustomed spot. Now Mike Morgan has a triangle to work on made up of the 2, 4, and 5. Made it. Now John Czernicki, who, as you well know from watching, has been struggling. And he lobbed on his first ball, which would have left him the 5 and the 8. One, 2, and 9 with wood in front of the 9. It's a 10. Missed the head pin again. 1, 3, 6, 9, and 10 on the right, 4 and 7 over on the left, and no wood to help. Nine. All right, as we do in the first string and in the second, after 4 boxes, we take a check on the scoreboard. On the spare, it's the only mark so far in the middle string. Two full on the head pin. He gets 6. But he's looking at 2 and 3 side by side, plus 6 and 10. Little piece of wood over by the 2. He did it. He got the wood and the 2 pin to go into the 3, and then the 6, and then the 10. So 2 in a row. Seven. 1, 7, and 8. Piece of wood slightly to the right and behind number 1. Another one off to the left, which I guess is going to stay there. Yes, yes, he made it. 3 marks in a row for $50 in bonus money. And when he comes up again, each subsequent consecutive mark on the same string will be worth $50 apiece. John Czernicki gets everything down except the 7 and the 10. Four pieces of wood, 2 in front of the 10. Another where about the 5 would be, and then perpendicular to those 3 is one about where number 1 would be. And I hope that provides a little picture for those of you who are unsighted and for whom I do this little play-by-play. Nope, he got the 10, but didn't utilize that piece of wood. A 10. Ball went off to the right again. Nope. Still 4-pin standing. There they go for a 10. Three marks in a row for Mike Morgan, and of course that means that each consecutive mark now in this same string will be worth $50 apiece as long as he can keep them going. He gets 7 for a fill. He's got 2, 5, and 7. Yes! Make that 4 marks in a row. $150 in bonus money. Great chance for another. The fill is 8, and he is looking at the 4 and the 8. Yes! $200 in bonus money, and of course the bonus money is still alive. Now John Czernicki. John has a spare lead. Two, 4, 5. No. It's a 9. All but the 4-pin. Spare. He was right on that one, right on the nose. 5 consecutive marks for our defending champion, Mike Morgan. And of course, it is still alive for bonus money. He's going to have to work. 2, 4, 7 on the left, 6 and 10 on the right. No wood. 2 and 4. All right, the bonus stops there. Now he'll go for 6 and 10. It's a 9 box. 117. That's through 9. Boy, that was close. He left the 5-pin, but one piece of wood came rolling across right in front of it. At a speed that was plenty strong enough to knock it down. 127 plus. Eight more. 135. Now John Czernicki has a spare in the 8th. Seven. 3, 7, 10. Wood to the right of the 3. Corners are still full. It's a 9. That puts him at 90 after 9. So close to a strike. He had this before and picked it up. A single pin, the 4. He has it again. That's 100. Two full on the hat pin. 106, and another $50 in bonus money for Mike Morgan as he has won the middle string by a score of 135 to 106. It leads it off. Ball went off to the right, apparently dropping it just a little too soon. That was right on the head pin, but too full. It's a 9. That was right on the head pin, and he got everything down except the 10. He used a piece of wood to the left of the 10 and made the spare. Defending champion Mike Morgan of Lynn. Spare lead with a nice piece of wood in front of it. 2, 4, and 7. And he begins the third string with a spare.
Come on. Come on, Mike. It's just 10 ball one time. Come on.
2 full on the head pin. 5 is the fill. He leaves with no wood to help. The 3, 6, 10 on the right, the 4, 7 on the left. Chopped out the 3. Now it just depends upon which of the sides is his favorite to go over this, and obviously it's the left, and you can see why. As he kicked that 4 pin, as he was taking out 4 and 7, he kicked the 4 over and it took out the 10. Left the 6. John Czernicki's fill on a spare. 5. Two, 4, 7 on the left, 6 and 10 on the right. Yes! 2 marks in a row.
All the way down, Dave. All the way down. Let's go.
It was too full, but he got a break. Eight is the fill. Two and 4 with wood in between. That's what he's looking at. For $50 in bonus money. And yes, he has it. Mike Morgan throws a hammer. He's got everything down except the 4 and the 7. Wood all the way across. Yes. All right, John Czernicki has established 3 marks in a row, which means now that each mark is worth $50 as long as he can keep it going consecutively.
Somebody
8 is the fill. He's looking at the 2 and 4 to convert. Oh, too bad. He missed the 2 pin, got the 4. Now he has it for a 10. Two, 5, and 7. No wood. Got just the 2. Nice shot for a 10. Very pretty. Our 1992 True Value Championship has Peter Surratt in the lead, Jack Quinn second, Tom Surratt third, Gary Casey fourth, and Janet Pock fifth. 5, that's the fill. Looking at 2, 4, 7, 6, and 10. Wanted to kick that 2 over. Now I'll go for the 6 and 10. It's a 9. Maybe a little bit too full on the head pin. Right on it. 10 pin with a piece of wood on it over on the right, and on the left the 2, 4, and 7. The 7 is still up. He got the 2, 4, and the 10. It's a 9. Now, final 4 boxes coming up. John Czernicki on the line. Bounced one off the football line, but it's perfectly legal because it landed on the lane before it had reached the lob line. One 8-10 with some wood. Didn't get the head pin. Still there for a 9. That had strike written all over it, but it left 2 up. The 6, excuse me, the 4 and the 7. No, we could not pick it up. There it is for a 10. 28-pin lead for Mike Morgan for making it 2 in a row. Four and 7, 5 and 10, or if you like, 4 and 5 side by side, and the corners full. Now 5 and 10 with a little piece of wood in front of the 5. It's a 9 box as he leaves the 10. Diamond right. That's made up of the 3, 5, 6, and 9. Yes, he made it. Final 2 boxes now for John Czernicki. Oh, boy. Across the back, he's got the 8, 9, and 10, and the only object pin is the 4 off to the left. The 2 pieces of wood roll way over toward the 10, one of them off, the other one stays near the 10. So he went for the object pin, but too full on it, and he still has the 8, 9, and 10. And using the piece of wood, they all went down. And he gets a split in the with the final box. 4, 7, and 10 alone. Wood in front of the 4, 7, another piece of wood about where the 3 would be. $118. 328. Mike Morgan working on a spare, adds 6 more. Now he's got the diamond on the left side. He made it on the right. Let's see what he can do now with the 2, 4, 5, and 8. No wood. Nope. $112. He's tied in this string right now. He needs 1 pin just to win another $50. And he gets 3 for a 121 and another $50 in bonus money. For winning the 3rd string, $300 in bonus money. And the final score, as Mike Morgan won his 2nd in a row, 362 to 320. Here in the home viewer jackpot, it keeps growing. As you know, when we don't have a winner, we just keep at $50 and do that until somebody walks away with whatever is in here. All we're asking you to do is send on a card, not a letter, a guess as to what you think the total pinfall will be, both bowlers combined, on a day that you hope that I draw your card. You can send in one every single day if you want to, but only one per day, and please make sure it is a postcard. Then we allow 10 either side as far as the total is concerned. Today's total happens to be $690, both bowlers combined. That means if somebody anywhere from 700 down to 680 is in that 20-pin range, they would win the $700. But if they're not even close, they will still be rewarded with a handsome gift from the Parker Pin Company. Now, after we do have a winner, we dump out all the cards and we start all over again. Again, postcard, your name and address, the guest, and send it to Candlepin Bowling, WCBB-TV, 5 TV Place, Needham, Massachusetts, and the zip is 02192. All right, let's see whether we're going to give away 700 today. 690, 10 pins either side of that. All right. People out there, and even some in here, holding their breath right now, waiting to see whether I pull their card or not. This one comes from Arlington, Massachusetts on Tutt Street. Sheila Gasper, and her guess is 639. I thought I might catch you that time because you didn't expect a 6, did you, huh? But a 6. All right, the high-low jackpot is up now to $1,350. That's not... Whoa, you thought you had it.
Okay, John, you like these.
Just incidentally, the highest jackpot we've ever had was hit by this man right here. So let's see if you can do it again. John hit an 1875er. about this time. Okay. John, I know it was a disappointing day for you. You gonna bring your daughter up? Sure. Your best fan. Here from the Weeks Trophy Company is your smaller one. You got $350 plus $50 in bonus money. And I want to see you come back and win the next time, all right?
I will.
Okay. Michael, 2 in a row, and you're rolling along. Let's see, $700 plus bonus money. You did very well in bonus money today. $300 in bonus money, huh?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I get away with a counter. You know, I can pick it up.
You've been in our championship show, and guess what? The challenger, Jeff Atkins, has been in the challenge.
Yeah, they don't get any easier.
No, okay. Should be a good one.
Okay,
We'll see you next week. Bye-bye, everybody.